Hello, we're here to give you a quick overview of the installation of our new Fuel Moto Easy push rods. There are two different sizes to these push rods. There's the exhaust and the intake. The intake are a little shorter, the exhausts are a little longer, and they're easily labeled on each push rod which is which, as well as how many threads per inch they are. These are 24 threads per inch. That'll help you with your adjustment. One quick thing, you want to make sure your lifter is all the way down against the cam before you start. On these Milwaukee-8 engines, they can stick up a little bit and your adjustment will not be accurate. We've already installed new O-rings, so we're all set to go. We just slide the push rod into the push rod tube, slide her up in there. Sometimes you got to jiggle it around a little bit to get it in the cup of the rocker arm so it'll clear the lifter block. As you see, it will easily do that. And then from there, we typically just thread it out a little ways so I can get a wrench on it. The wrenches you're going to need are 1 5/16 wrench and 2 1/2-inch wrenches. So once you get it threaded out a little ways, you can get that 5/16 wrench in there and just start adjusting it. Typically I'll work it and kind of follow it up with the jam nut behind. So you don't get the jam nut too far down in there, you can't reach it anymore. Once you get it out a little ways, you can actually grab it, put the jam nut all the way up, and then come underneath with your wrench, and now you're working from the top side. From there, we're just gonna adjust it out to what we refer to as zero lash. The zero lash is just taking up all the slack in between the lifter and the rocker arm. One side note, you're going to want to make sure that you're on top dead center when you're adjusting the push rod. You do not want to be on the lobe of the cam, otherwise you'll be getting an inaccurate adjustment. The easiest thing to do is to have your cam cover off, because there are timing marks in there. Right now, as you can see, both marks are lined up. That's top dead center for the rear. If we were to rotate the crankshaft 1 revolution, so this dot is back up here, but this one is opposite, we'd be ready to do the front cylinder at that point in time. We're using Woods lifters. With the Woods lifters, once we hit zero lash, we're going to go 4 turns past zero lash. So you just kind of jiggle it around until you feel you're out of slop. Grab our wrench and we're going to go 4 turns, which is basically 24 flats. You may have to chase your jam nut up here as you're adjusting it. 24. And from there, we just go ahead and lock our jam nut against the push rod body, and it's done. And I will note, this is being done with stock push rod tubes. You can see we've already done the intake one, plenty of clearance to get in there, and that's it. Basically, you just repeat that for the front cylinder and you're all set to go. Thanks for joining us for this installation.